Hey there, you filthy animals. Mr. Dirty back with another episode of the GTM show, and today we've got Oreo back on the show again. This time it's not cookies. I know we've had like, 5, 6 different flavors of Oreo cookies hit our Oreo product playlist lately. This time around, it's not going to be a cookie. It's going to be the Oreo cereal back on store shelves for like the third time. And yeah, another entry to the Oreo playlist. So this is the package you're looking for if you're looking for this in stores. And yeah, we've got the monster size. What are we looking at here? 19 ounces. 1 pound, 3 ounces of Oreo cereal. I've never had this in my life. Any of the previous runs that this has had, never had it before. To me, it just looks like chocolate Oreos. But I'm supposing that maybe it's like the cocoa cookie, the wafer, the Oreo wafer, the chocolate one. Maybe crushed up, coated on the outside, or maybe the whole damn thing, maybe the whole ring is made up of that cookie. I have no idea. We're going to find out today. I know I'm not the only one to review this, so if you want to see a couple other opinions, there's a few other YouTubers out there have covered this, one being the newly revived Cereal Time, one of my favorite YouTube review channels. Gabe already checked this one out, and speaking of Gabe, shout outs to Gabe over at Cereal Time, who over a year ago sent me this package, and I even promised him that I was going to open it on an episode and dig through it. What's inside of here, I believe, is some vintage ship and train models from some old cereals way back when. And yeah, still have not opened this package up. Gabe, I'm going to get to it, I promise. Just not going to be this episode. Today is all about the Oreos. O's. All right, this side of the box, we got our nutrition facts. I'll just let you pause the screen and read that. And your list of ingredients. The other side of the box just has Oreo facts. Not even about this cereal, just about Oreo in general. The back of the box is we're going to find the write-up about the cereal, I do believe. Go ahead and pause the screen and read that if you want to read that. All right, and there's a look at the cereal outside of the box in the bowl right there before the milk hits it. Take all that in. Yeah, to me it still looks like what I would picture a chocolate Cheerio to look like. I've never had those either, so there you go. Now, the overall scent coming off of this isn't like an Oreo cookie or even cookies and cream or anything like that. This smells like Cocoa Puffs. All right, so we're going to do this in a typical Oreo fashion like we do most of the Oreo reviews around here. I'm going to try this dry before adding the milk and see what the overall flavor is there, see if it's just chocolate, see if we get any kind of Oreo or cookie and cream flavor off of this, because it does look like it's like sugar-coated. It's not just chocolate. It looks like there's white crystals on the outside of these. And just a side note, even though Oreos has gone, I keep wanting saying Oreos, but it's Oreo-O's. But it's going to keep slipping me up. Anyhow, side note is that there's another company that has carried like a cookies and cream cereal. I think it's the mom cereal, the one that comes in the bag, the Malta meal or whatever it is, that company. They've got a cookies and cream that just stays on the shelf year round. Maybe it's inferior, and that's why the outcry for Post to keep bringing this one back out. I have no idea what the difference is between the two. Maybe one day we'll find out, but for right now, raw dog down the hatch. Yeah, I'm not really getting Oreo off of that. It doesn't really taste like the black cookie, the chocolate wafer, the standard issue Oreo that comes in the blue package. Doesn't taste like that. It does taste closer to Cocoa Puffs or Choco Rice Krispies, something like that. Right now, it's right on par for what I would consider a chocolate Cheerio, or maybe a frosted chocolate Cheerio to taste like, which is pretty much what I would have called this. So let's put the milk in there and go in for the milk test. Maybe this is going to unlock some sort of a cookies and cream flavor. Maybe that's not just sugar coating on the outside. Maybe that's some sort of a malt. All right, they're all sloshing around there in the milk. You can see the movement. All right, down the hatch with a spoonful, wet in milk. Now, the milk just mutes it. All the choco or dark cocoa kind of flavor that this had going on has been halved. The absence of flavor from the other half has now just been replaced with the nothing flavor of the milk. I've had a few more snaps at this, and it does seem to be maintaining most of its crunchiness in the milk, I'll give it that. But yeah, it's not very flavorful, not in the Oreo department for sure. It's not very flavorful once it hits the milk and even the Choco department. So Yeah, this isn't something I would go seeking out again. It's exactly what I expected. This is what I would assume. And looking at the wet ones now also, most of that sugary coating is gone and they're just like brown little rings. They look like little turd rings in the bowl. Don't believe me? Look at that front end right there. Yeah, it just looks like little turd rings floating in the toilet bowl. It's not bad, it's not offensive, but it's not great. It's not exciting, like the box. The box looks exciting. It's got me going on with the Oreo O's and the shit splashing in the milk. And here, it just looks like shit splashing in the toilet bowl. Luckily, it doesn't taste like that. So I'm gonna let this slide out of here today with a solid 3 out of 5. It's just the same old standard issue, boring chocolate cereal, once again in a different shape. You know, this time around here we got little hoops. We don't have Rice Krispies. We don't have like little puff balls. But there it is, the Oreo O's cereal for all you retro heads out there. Run out and give it a try. I'm Mr. Dirty. This is the GTM show. Don't forget you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram @TheRealMrDirty. And as always, get out of here and go have a rotten day.